What is going on, ladies and gentlemen of the crypto world? Guess what I picked up today? Well, yesterday. I picked up my MNTD Miner by Rack Wireless. Picked this guy up yesterday. Yes, I did get, kind of, I'm not going to say screwed over on the price, but obviously they're going for 400 bucks. I paid 1,050 for it, but what the heck? The guy was cool that I bought it from. I don't mind paying a little bit over, considering that I'm gonna make my money back on it. I don't know when, but I will. Just how I got all these CPU rigs here behind me. Anyways, though, today isn't about CPU rigs. It's about the new Helium Miner by MNTD. I went on their website when they dropped the other day, and guess what? Waited there for 1 hour, could not get anything. So I was like, what the hell? I'll pay 1,000 bucks for this one. I'm gonna do a little review on it, show you the product, show you their website, and anyways, let's roll that intro. So, just to do a quick review, that's my mask. Anyways, when you get the box, obviously it's a black box with very noticeable fingerprints on it, but don't worry, that's mine. MNTD Black Spot Miner by Rack Wireless. Here she is. Show you some things there. I like this in the back. Congratulations, you found the bottom. It's all upwards from here. Haha, funny. So, let's just open her up. Obviously, there's no miner in it because I already set it up. But just so you guys can kind of see. Oops. Kind of hard to do this one-handed. Now I know what everyone always means when they say one-handedness kind of sucks. Hold on, let me open this up. One thing I really enjoyed about this miner though is the ultra easiness to set up. So as soon as you open it up though, you get the nice start mining here. Has a very simple little manual you use to open it up. You scan a QR code, you download the app, and there she goes. She's got the power cable there. She's got her little rinky-dink antenna there, and obviously the miner there. Simple as that. Okay, but anyways, now let me take you to the actual miner so you guys can check it out. So there she is, guys. She's a tiny little guy. This is my fat hand right here. I can literally cover the entire thing up. Very simple to install. Plug in the Ethernet cable. Well, taking it back here a little bit. Screw in the antenna. Put the Type-C power supply, power on, and load up the app. And obviously plug her into the Ethernet. And she literally starts mining by herself as soon as you set her up on the web GUI on the app. Anyways, let me take you into the app, okay? Anyways, this is how I have her set up. Got a nice window there. And she's broadcasting out into the world. Out into the abyss. The unknown. Okay? So, let me take you through the app, okay? Ooh, Raptorium miners. Ooh. Okay, enough of that. Let me take you to the app. Sorry about that, guys. I guess for some reason the Helium app doesn't let me screen record for some reason. So let me just jump onto my computer, show you a few things, and yeah, let's get into that instead. Okay. We're here on the computer, okay? We're here on the Helium website. People's Power Networks. Start the wireless revolution. Okay, so long story short, I got into Helium now because there was other fellow miners telling me about it, how they're putting an antenna on the roof. And I was like, what do you mean you're putting an antenna on your roof? And they're like, yeah, there's these Helium miners. You plug and play, you stick a big old antenna on your roof, and you make money. So I was like, shoot, sounds too good to be true. Seems pretty easy. So what did I do? I went to, I Googled Helium mining, as I always do. Go to good old Google, check it out, and then it led me obviously to the website. So as you can see here though, obviously there's different kinds of Helium miners. The Bobcat's a pretty popular one. This little guy over here is the one I have by Rack Wireless. This Nebra one. I know I've heard good and bad things about these guys, but anyways, they all basically do the same thing. They broadcast, I guess, some kind of radio wave, and you get paid for proof of coverage, something like that. I'm not really an expert on it, as many things that I do, I kind of just dive into them and see how it goes. which is good and mostly bad for the most part. But anyways, that's the website. But the other neat thing that these guys have though is actually they have a big old map, and it tells you their entire network here all over the world. So as you can see here, all these little green dots is basically a helium miner or helium miners. So take for instance the US, obviously it's pretty populated on the west coast as well as the east coast over here. And Mexico, funny enough, Cuba don't got anything. Florida's got a boat ton of them. But yeah, so here, the way I guess it kind of works, it really depends on your area. So let's take for example here, this is Long Beach and LA. As you can see, there's a shit ton of miners in here. And the closer you zoom in though, you see these little honeycomb thingies. From my understanding, is each little honeycomb though, that's, I guess, it makes its own little area. So it adds it on to the little block, I guess you could say. So 2 equates to, I guess, 2 miners. I guess that's from what I understand it. And the neat thing about this though, you can literally click on any of these guys and it'll tell you who's mining in that area. So say for instance, we go back in here and it tells you the name of the miner of that, well not the miner, but I'm saying the actual, what do you call it? Helium miner. So this guy's name is Fancy Seafoam Piranha. He's offline, so he doesn't help us. Let's go back over here. Let's find another one. Hot Canvas Gorilla. He's in sync. Transit skill nothing, so he's not even on. Let's try this one. Damn, everyone's off right now. So he's synced. So you see all these little yellow dots? My understanding is that that's pretty much who he's broadcasting to. So I guess the way you get paid, it really depends on your area. So if you're in the super saturated area like LA or San Francisco, obviously your payouts aren't going to be as great. And from my understanding, you want to get your antenna as high as possible as you can so you can broadcast it better. So for example though, the cool thing about this app here, well there's also the mobile one, but anyways here, it gives you exactly kind of what they're making. So that's how you can kind of do your research and more or less find out what you're going to kind of be making. But then again, it's not always 100% accurate though. So according to this, he's made $3.07, which is kind of crappy. But then again, look at the area he's in though, completely saturated. Now let's go to say, I heard a story about a guy that was in Kentucky that was making actually pretty good money. I forgot where exactly, but I guess he was making like 30 bucks a day. It's insane. I forgot the guy, but here, let's try this one. Let's see, Swift Tawny Snail. He's making $8.59 a day, and in the last 30 days, he's come out with $277. So, you know, not half bad, considering that these only go for about 400 and some bucks. You definitely ROI here within, you know, 2 months at this rate. But keep in mind though, that's not going to stay constant like that, because as people get onto the network, obviously everything's going to populate here. And like it's proof of coverage for the, what they call it though. So the more miners there is, the difficulty obviously raises, just like in anything. So keep that in mind. So unless you want to move to like Alaska or something, let's just kind of see what they're doing over here. You know, you can literally spend, you know, hours on this looking at people's, you know, what do you call it, rates. But you see Alaska, Anchorage, there's like literally nobody here. It's got all these green dots of coverage, but there's not really any helium miners. Jesus, let me see this guy. Attractive Wolf Flamingo. So you see, take for instance this guy. He's broadcasting to these 3 over here, and he's racking up 14 bucks a day. Let's see what he's done in the last 30 days. That's not that bad. 7 helium, which equates to 316 bucks. And keep in mind, guys, with this little guy, you don't really have to, it doesn't really get hot, it doesn't make any noise, there's no fans on it, it's literally quiet as can be. Honestly, I think the PC that I'm recording on this on is louder than that little miner. So if you guys want something simple that doesn't have maintenance really, and maybe just do a couple firmware updates, you know, it's amazing. I was honestly kind of skeptical about this little guy, but so far, she's been great. But anyways, let's get out of this web here. Let's go back to real time, and yeah guys, we'll wrap this video up. Okay, so just wrapping things up, okay? Glad you guys saw the minted Black Salt miner by Rack Wireless. There she is. Let me, oh, you know what? Let me give you something to compare it to. I got a R9 graphics card right here. 222. So that's the Rack miner. That's the R9. So obviously a big difference. Okay. But anyways, you see, like I just threw it. This is my spare one. It does work. Anyways, apart from the fact, rack miner R9 sapphire. But yeah, just so you can see a little comparison, okay? But if you guys could get a couple of these for retail, definitely suggest it. I want to try to get that Bobcat miner, which I doubt I'm gonna be able to get because I think, you know, you have to wait like almost 6 months for that sucker, and you got to pay it up front. The thing I love about this company though, when they do drop these, they do have them in stock. So if for some reason you're able to get them, they'll ship it to you right away. There's no delay. But other than that though, good luck guys. You're gonna have to get it from a scalper just like me, but not a big deal because if you're in a good area, you'll make your money back. Okay guys, and as always, thank you for watching. Comment, like, subscribe if you like what you saw. If you didn't like what you saw, still like it. And as always guys, keep on mining.